and there was a draw between XRP and Vechain. So we are going to spin the wheel. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And hello everybody, welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin and some random altcoin analysis video. Unfortunately, I do not have Sean with me today. He is away on some work outside of Mango, so he's handling that while I handle this. Now, today's analysis is going to be fun. I feel like there have been developments on this chart, especially with a certain trade setup that Sean posted on the seed chat yesterday. So for those of you in the seed program, you guys are in the seed chat, you probably saw that that divergence play into resistance that Sean had posted. Now that is something that I do want to go over with everyone because there's a lot of good information to extrapolate from that. Okay, you guys get to see firsthand on how Sean really uses things like oscillators, divergences, and how he uses that to forecast certain plays on the chart. I think that'll be pretty beneficial for many of you out there. So today, of course, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin, and only then will we be getting on over to the altcoin of the day. And there was a draw between XRP and Vechain. So we are going to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get a drum roll, please, and spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Let's go. Vechain! Vechain it is! Vechain fanboys and fangirls, here you have it. This is the altcoin of the day. You guys have won the vote, so congratulations on that. Now remember guys, if you want us to cover any of the altcoins that you are looking at, take this time to get down to the comment section and tell us which altcoin you want us to cover. And of course, the popular vote wins. So now, without further ado, let's jump into the charts. Now here we have it, Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and as you can see, we saw a rejection at 40k, and what a rejection it was. Now as far as this price action is concerned, seedlings, Sean actually posted an amazing trade setup yesterday just based on that bullish divergence play that he caught. Now, I wanted to bring this one up specifically, that way you guys get some first-hand insight into how we look at divergences and how we use them with multi-time frame analysis. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up that Discord chat where essentially Sean pretty much calls this play right here when price gets up to 40k and meets with rejection. So I'm going to go ahead, bring up the Discord right here, and he posted this yesterday while Bitcoin was flagging on the 1 hour time frame. So check this out. On the 1 hour, he finds the flag, so wherein price was essentially setting in a series of higher lows. However, notice the RSI here. He's marked that out with that yellow arrow, right? Price was setting in a series of lower lows on the RSI, which is a bullish divergence on a technical standpoint. So he's like, all right, so this divergence he caught on the 1 hour time frame, which was pretty cool. So this is what he posted next. He's like, all right, we're seeing this divergence play. There's a good chance that price actually gets back up to test that wick high right here that he marked out with an X, right? And that wick high pretty much came in at around that 40k region, right? Now I scroll down a little further and he posts this. So he used that 1 hour divergence play and he went on over to his 12-hour time frame, looked at that 200 simple moving average, and that was a major point of resistance overhead, which also had confluence at that 40k region. That 40k region, guys, is not only a region of resistance on the 12-hour time frame, it is also a region of resistance on the daily time frame as well as the weekly time frame. Okay, so that was a very important region right there. So based on the 1 hour bullish divergence he caught, okay, he was expecting price to make its way all the way up to the 200 simple moving average, which was a major point of contention on the 12-hour time frame. And we got exactly that play, because now if I just go on over to the charts, okay, let's get on over to that the 12-hour time frame. put on that 200 simple moving average. I'm going to go ahead, put that on right there, put off the cloud, and what do you see? Right, so that was so neat, because we had the green box territory right there, we had the 200 simple moving average, and that was essentially a 1 hour bullish divergence play going all the way up into 12-hour resistance overhead. Okay, so we saw a major rejection on that region, which I thought was pretty it was expected, considering we had the 200 simple moving average right there. We also had the green box territory, which, by the way, on the daily time frame, if I just get on over to that, was a region that I'd marked out for you guys yesterday, right? However, I was not looking at the 200 simple. I was looking at the candle body highs as well as the wick highs right here. That was a zone of resistance overhead. Right, so the bears pretty much took over there. We saw a major sell-off into that region, and now price is currently hovering between its zone, essentially going in from 40k all the way down to 34.3k. However, just yesterday I had given you guys a pattern play, a potential pattern play on this, and I told Sean that I'm noticing that, you know, this was an official break. Okay, the pattern play was this. I was looking at this bottom right here as well as this right here, with the neckline coming in at around this region. Okay, this came in at around 36k, give or take. So here's what I'm expecting. If price gets held on 36k, if we see support on 36k, I'll be looking at this pattern as still being active. Okay, now if I have to just go ahead and take the measured move of this beautiful double bottom like formation, it's an untidy one, but I believe it has the volume to support it. If I would just go ahead, plot it on the break, what do you know? It takes us all the way up to the daily 200 simple moving average, which also lines up with that 43.7k region. Okay, so I'll be essentially gunning for the 200 simple moving average if price has to get up to that region right there. Now, of course, we're going to see initial tells before that. The first tell is going to be us first getting supported on this 36k region. Only then will I be expecting another move to the upside, getting up to the green box territory, and hell, even taking out the green box territory, making our way all the way up to the 200 simple moving average. And this is not going to be an ordinary move, guys. From where price is at right now to the 200 simple moving average, that's going to be a good 20% to the upside. Okay, good 20% to the upside, but of course contingent on us actually holding 36k as support. If we start breaking 36k to the downside, then I'm saying further down we come, okay, back down to the green box territory, which was a monthly region of support. Resistance then now turned into support. We took that out, and we took it out with conviction. All right, so the first region of contention as support is going to come in at 34k, going all the way down to the midpoint, coming in at around $33,000. All right, so these are going to be the immediate regions of contention I look for as far as Bitcoin's immediate price action is concerned. Now, as far as the macro is concerned, let's first get on over to the 4-day time frame. Okay, because yesterday while I did pull up the cloud for you guys, there was another region that I wanted to pull up, and I forgot to mention this. So first off, notice how we're finally back into the cloud. However, price is currently hovering underneath the 21 EMA. Okay, we have gotten rejected off that region. However, we did do a nice neat edge to edge on the cloud as well. Notice, guys, 40k is also a region of resistance on the 4-day time frame. So that region had a lot going for it. The bears had a lot going for them on that 40k region. There was just way too much that came in there. We had the 4-day Keynesian as well as top of the cloud. We also had the 12-hour 200 simple moving average, as well as this was a major region of resistance on the daily time frame as well. So there was a lot going for the bears in that region. Now, as far as price on the 4 days concerned, there was another bullish note on this that I forgot to mention yesterday, and this was something that I've been keeping my eyes peeled on, and this was the 10 simple moving average. I want you to notice that ever since Bitcoin broke down from that 55k region, we had been holding the 10 simple as overhead resistance. Every touch of the 10 simple moving average has been met with rejection until now. Okay, so we're beginning to see the bullish notes on this macro chart. Okay, and this could very well have cascading effects. However, I do not want to be jumping the gun here, of course. We'll still be waiting for price to take out some major regions of resistance overhead. One in particular is going to be the breakdown point, which comes in at around 47.5k, going all the way up to that 48k region. Okay, that's what I'll be looking for. Let's go ahead and mark that out, actually. For that, I'm going to get on over to the weekly time frame. I'm looking at the weekly specifically, and that's going to be it right there. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking for at the very least on Bitcoin. For now, we're ranging. Okay, for now I believe we're in the middle of a range. All right, which comes in from 40k going all the way down to 34.2k, but please keep your eyes peeled on how we react off of 36k, because I'm looking at that as the neckline. I think us actually seeing consecutive candle body closes over 36k is going to be our first tip on us seeing continuation to the upside. Okay, once again, testing the green box territory. We start breaking the green box territory, then buckle in. I think the bulls have more oomph in them. Now, yeah, this is what Bitcoin is up to. Let's quickly get on over to Vechain, which is the altcoin of the day. Now, guys, remember, if you want us to cover any of the altcoins that you are looking at, take this time to get down to the comments section and tell us which altcoin you want us to cover. Alrighty, the popular vote wins. So that's Vechain USDT. Let's go ahead, pull this baby up, and what are we doing here? It's looking neat, at least on the daily time frame. How about the weekly? How do we close on the weekly? Okay, so Vechain, I believe, is still within its range of price action. So I'm looking at the topmost resistance coming in at around that 93-cent region, and support, honestly, coming in at 55 cents. Let's also go ahead and take the midpoint of this. All right, so the midpoint comes in here. Yeah, so price is pretty much ranging along this region of, well, support and resistance. I'm essentially looking at the topmost part coming in at 8 cents, going down to the midpoint at around 7 cents. We start losing 7 cents to the downside, then I'm saying further down to 5 cents. Here we come once again. And that's not going to be an ordinary move from 5 to 7. That's going to be a good 24% to the downside. Vechain is it's a volatile chart, but be careful. I think we're currently in the middle of a zone, okay? It's only once we really start getting back up over 8 cents will I be expecting any sort of bullish tilt. Okay, but it's still not going to be as clear cut. And why is that? It's because we also notice how we have the 21 EMA as well as a 10 SMA just swinging in right over that 8-cent region. So it's going to be more like a juncture of resistance overhead, and this is pretty much going to be it. Okay, so it goes from the 21 EMA, which right now at this point in time is sitting at around 9 cents, going all the way down to this region right here at around 8 cents. It's only once price really starts living over that entire juncture of resistance overhead will I be looking for any sort of immediate continuation from Vechain. Okay, from this region right here, which is a 21 EMA, going all the way up to the next region of resistance overhead, which comes in at around 14 cents. That's going to be a good 46% to the upside. Okay, so patience is going to be key, I believe, on these kind of charts, especially if you're looking for that big, nice trend trade or a nice major range trade to the upside. I think patience is going to be key. There may be some other better opportunities to be had on, well, other charts. So while Vechain is still currently sort of sandwiched in a zone of support and resistance, let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame, or perhaps even the daily. Let's get on over to the daily to see if we're doing anything special here. Huh, we are. Okay, this is not looking too bad. Okay, check this out. Okay, price relative to its cloud levels. Notice how ever since we broke down, all right, we lost the Tenkin, we lost the Keishan, we lost the 10, we lost the 21, we lost everything there. Price has been held down by the 10 simple as well as the 21 EMA, and it's been that way for some time up until now. The last time we managed to take out the 21 EMA was back here, but that was more like a fake out because we did not get a confirmation over the 21 EMA. Yes, we got one candle body close, but we only got one. All right, we did not see consecutive candle body closes over the 21 EMA. Now notice what's happening here. We're seeing essentially a good 2 candle body closes over the 21 as well as the Tenkin. And not just that, I want you to pay attention to the slopes of the 21 EMA as well as the 10 simple moving average. We can see them both sloping to the upside. So we're hitting like a region of equilibrium of sorts. Right, so this could be the first tell in us seeing a bit more oomph from the Vechain bulls. So we might very well see another move to the upside. I won't be surprised if we actually manage to get up to the top of the green box territory, which also lines up, remember, with the weekly 21 EMA. This comes in at around 9 cents. At that point, guys, I think we're pretty much clear even for a nice clean C-span trade going all the way up to the Keishan. okay, which comes in at around 10 cents. So there may be opportunity on this chart. Keep your eyes peeled on how Bitcoin is, how the Bitcoin bulls are reacting off of resistance, and how the altcoin bulls are reacting off of their points of resistance, because I feel like the market is in a very it's in a very interesting juncture that's reminding me much of the 3K region. Okay, if I have to be honest with you. On Bitcoin's chart, I'm noticing that the 3K region, if I just get back on over to Bitcoin USDT, or sorry, let me just pull it up from here. Okay, this is what I'm noticing. Something that I'd caught earlier today. 4-day time frame. Let's put on the cloud. I'm gonna turn off my Ichimoku, put on the 21 as well as a 10, and switch off all my lines. I want you to notice how price is currently sandwiched between the 21 EMA as well as a 10 simple moving average, right? And check this out on the 3K region. Okay, if I just zoom into this price action right here, notice what we did here. We saw a nice big volatile move to the upside when nobody was expecting it. I still remember this move. Everyone was caught on the wrong side of this trade, and that candle hurt a lot of people. Even though it was only a 7% candle, okay, it hurt a lot of people. They were not expecting it. And notice how price essentially oscillated within that sandwich, within that 21 EMA 10 SMA sandwich, until we managed to take it out. All right, even then, price was only edging up ever so slightly, just edging up. We could very well see price do something similar along this juncture right here. Okay. But during that phase of the market at around that 3K region, I remember the altcoins actually started to run. Altcoins like Litecoin and Binance Coin, they had amazing gains on their charts, right? Well, Bitcoin was just edging up ever so slightly, until we saw that 20% move to the upside. Right, but I think your biggest tip off on that is going to be given to you on the Bitcoin dominance chart, as well as your altcoin USDT pairings. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled on whether or not you start seeing bullish signatures on the altcoin pairings, especially if they're entering some volatile zones, because that could be your first tip off on you know, the flow of money changing tides. Okay, so as far as Vechain is concerned, if Vechain's, to say even on the 4-day time frame, Vechain starts living over the 10 SMA, I'm saying up to the 21 EMA, here we come at around 9 cent region. Right, so that's also going to be a nice clean C-span trade on the daily time frame, right along here. So there's much to be had here. So keep your eyes peeled on the alts. I think there's interesting trade opportunities across the board right now. Do not FOMO. Do not FOMO. I cannot stress this enough. If you miss out on a potential trade, do not FOMO. There's going to be plenty of opportunity on these charts, to the upside as well as to the downside. Okay, as far as immediate targets on Vechain is concerned, you have it right here, right in front of you. The weekly, I'm looking at this region at 8 cents. We start taking out 8 cents, then up to around that 9 cent to 10 cent region. Here we come. On the daily, that's going to be a nice quick C-span trade. If we start losing the midpoint, which comes in at around 7 cents, then I'm saying the downside target for Vechain only comes in at around 5 cents. Okay, keep it very simple, very easy for yourself. And yeah, I mean, this is all I have for you for today, guys. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.